Falcons head coach Kevin Stefanski introducing himself at a press conference to the Falcons fans for the very first time this morning from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the first of many press conferences for Kevin, of course. And there were a couple of big takeaways from this press conference, starting strong with who's going to be calling plays. This was a big question mark, especially because Kevin Stefanski has a long decorated history of doing so in the NFL. However, his new offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, will be the guy that is calling plays. He did so for Kevin in Cleveland halfway through the season. Kevin relinquished those play calling duties to Tommy, and although he doesn't have a lot of experience calling plays in the NFL, both Kevin and Matt Ryan said that they believe very strongly in Tommy's capabilities, so they're excited to see him do that as the new OC. I asked him, why was it important to retain defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, the only one of the coordinators that was retained from the previous staff? He said that even though they don't have a personal relationship yet, in those preliminary conversations between the two of them, Kevin said that they are both very aligned in how they see their vision for football and their demand of players. He also said in watching the tape, it's pretty exciting to see what Jeff Ulbrich can put together. And then one thing that I thought was very interesting is the structure that Kevin Stefanski will put in place. He said it's really important that a structure is in place to keep players and coaches accountable. However, he wants it to be a player-led team. And this is something that President of Football Matt Ryan said worked very well for him as a player. So that is something they're on the same page about. And then the GM search. Well, they're still having those conversations. There's been a handful of interviews that have been done virtually. Matt Ryan confirmed that there will be a couple of different guys that will come in for in-person interviews for the next general manager. So first things first, Kevin Stefanski, he's introduced his press conference, and he did not want to get into the nitty-gritty of the roster. That is the quarterbacks, Kyle Pitts, whatever. He didn't really want to talk about what it looks like in the future with some of those guys. However, he did say he thinks very highly of Michael Penix Jr. His rehab process is the most important right now. He also mentioned that Bijan Robinson is a very exciting player, and he is super excited to work with him. So I think that there is a lot of good to take from this press conference and tons more to talk about in the coming days.